I'm a pre-med student here, and believe it or not, my main goal here is to get educated, not to protest people that I disagree with, or in general to be very political as it is. But at the same time, though I believe we get a great education here, there are a lot of professors and faculty who will present a very biased leftist view in their classrooms. Yeah. And I find it difficult to be able to speak up without jeopardizing my grade or the relationships I'm trying to form with faculty to get letters of recommendation that I might need. I'm finding it hard to balance both my education with not being pushed over by leftists in the faculty here. So I'm wondering, how would you recommend that I balance those two things?
Everything in life has a cost, I'm sorry to have to tell you. And the academy has gotten really bad in recent years. I mean, there was a professor who gets money because of tuition paid by students and from the state, who made it a class assignment not to come listen to a lecture that I was invited to give, but to protest my lecture. She made the students do that. That's a level of bias that is basically impossible to overcome. When I was in college, I had good relationships with most of my left-wing professors. One way to do that is to not make every class time an opportunity or a venue to vent all of your political views. I mean, that's just a prudential aspect. You should never lie, you should never hide what you believe, but you don't always need to advertise it all the time. And then one trick that I've always found is helpful is a little bit of humor. So, a little humor goes a long way. And if you approach these leftist ideas, such as, there's this crazy irony that I get protested on this tour because I said men are not women. You ask me for the scientific basis of men are not women. It's the words, men and women. If men and women were the same thing, there wouldn't be two categories. So the very meaning of those words is that there is some sort of sexual difference. If you can tell a little joke with it, it's very disarming, and you can dispel some of the ridiculous notions that have come out recently that half of our country is deplorable and irredeemable. You don't seem deplorable to me. You seem very lovely. So if I think if you can demonstrate that humanity, you might not convince your professors to become conservatives, but you might convince them not to spoil your chances at grad school or of getting a job.